saying, and his hands are bigger than mine because his hands are bigger than mine, even though his mother's hands aren't big as mine, but she has hands that are bigger than the average female. So half of her genes is that, and now his hands are bigger than mine. This motherfucker this dude can whip my ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a bad MF. And you know why? Because his mom. Okay, let's just keep it funky. All right. Now,
how tall is his mom?
Now, excuse me, ladies of the night or whoever you are. I want to have a son who is the baddest. He's the baddest boxer or fighter alive, or the baddest football player or athlete, or somebody who just socks people in their face and knock them out. Guess what race they mama have to be, or guess who they mama have to be? They mama can't be no weak ass person. They mama have to be a bad mofo, man. So if you don't respect that half of your DNA is going into your descendants for generations, then you don't respect women who respect you, and they are looking at you the same way that I'm looking at them. Because his mother's legs are long and he's faster than me. Right? So y'all gonna sit there and be like, oh, you want to cook, you want to clean? Can that bitch run 100? Can she dog walk?
You need a track star. You need a track star. You need a track star.
Yes. Y'all ain't looking for the motherfuckers in the Olympics, bro. And then, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want y'all son to sit there and just do all of this extra stuff. And then y'all be like, well, I just want her to cook and clean and respect me, and I'm better than her. No, you need somebody who can.
Gracie, can you run 4-4?
Outrun women. I mean, outrun men.
No, I got short ass legs. But I can cook up a sweet potato pie.
And now, damn her cleaning. Can she go out running? Can she run a 10? Can she run a 1100 flat? Can she outrun Marion?
What's that gonna do for me running 11 flat? I'm 49 years old.
It makes you a better breeder, Gracie. He's saying it. You're a better breed. You're a better chance of breeding like horses. Apparently, we're now like horses.
Well, that factory's been shut down 8 years ago, so I'm done with that. And I'm done.
I mean, you could, with a baker,
8 years prior, Grace. If you can outrun those people,
yeah, wow.
I probably need to shoot up the club.
All right, well, look. So, so if you can get ready to pull it up, we're gonna get ready to get the video going. So my take so far is this: look, when it comes to the whole, can you understand women and respect them at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, go ahead. I personally believe that the more I do understand that ball of yarn that we all know a woman's mind to be, where fact and truth and emotion and imagination and everything is all connected, right? The better that I understand them, the actually more I do respect, because I start to recognize like, oh, okay, yeah, here come the kooky shit. Oh, okay, back. Oh, I know why you feeling nice and, bubbly, tonight. Okay, back. You in the mood. All of these little things that take place with the woman, in my experience with her, the more I understand, the more I actually do appreciate. And anything that I appreciate is something I damn sure respect. Let's go ahead and get that video going. So, all right, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and see what we got for another 5 minutes. I'll see y'all in 5 minutes.
Definitely fair use, everybody. Fair use. Let's get it. Oh, he put on shades. I don't know.
Don't worry, I come in peace.
Making sandwiches, looking good, and what was the third thing? Not being
a whore. Well, I didn't say that's all they're capable of. What I'm saying is that these are things that men tend to value. Women tend to think that we care about like their opinions and all this other stuff. We don't care about none of that. Men actually don't want a lot, guys. We're very simple.
Women's opinions, of course, are valid. This guy has got everything seriously twisted. But you will eventually, won't you? So if you were with a woman and you were settling with a woman and you were growing as a business or something, your woman is naturally going to be right by your side, isn't she? So you are going to value her opinion. You are going to respect.
No, because the reality is when a woman's with a man that she loves, admires, respects, her opinions pretty much become your opinion. Girls absorb the strongest man in that they're in a relationship with or that they're linked to. So, for example, if a girl has a strong father, a lot of the time she has a very similar worldview to her father.
Yeah.
If she has strong brothers, she has a similar worldview. If she doesn't have any male, influence, she'll think dumb shit like her mom tells her, "Oh, man ain't shit," blah blah blah. So I can always tell from speaking with a woman if she has a father or some kind of strong masculine figure in her life. That's why we don't care about y'all opinions, because we know it could be morphed by whatever.
But some women do have a great mind, and they do have helpful opinions, and they do have a different opinion that maybe, well, actually, I wouldn't have thought about it like that because I'm in such a masculine state that sometimes you forget the femininity is actually really important too when it comes to certain things.
Her opinion matters, but she has to earn that, right? So, like, a lot of girls think that we care about their opinion early on in a relationship or whatever.
That.
Really don't, because a man's life is way harder than a woman's life. So whatever opinion you have, it's kind of null and void.
I don't necessarily think a man's life is harder than a woman's life. I think men have a hard life, women have a hard life, but we have different struggles.
Yeah, these feminists are stupid.
If he spent even a day in a woman's shoes, he would know that that is a lie. I think the only thing that's different with men and women is women have a great support system. So any of our struggles are like shared, they're halved, whereas a man is literally on your own. You don't really have that friendship group that you could go and release your emotions to. No. That doesn't mean that anyone's life's harder. It just means we both have equally hard lives, and
we must become excellent. Like, women have the privilege of being mediocre and still being.
Yeah, she's losing to that argument.
Taken seriously by society, still finding a man to take care of them. Also, on the other hand, if we don't become excellent, our reality reflects that. We get no chicks, no one respects us, no one wants to hang out with us. So as a man, you must go out there and become successful. For women, you don't have to.
You'll never experience childbirth. You'll never experience pregnancy. You'll never experience menstrual cramps.
That's a choice.
Menstrual cramps aren't a choice.
Okay, but pregnancy is.
But if you wanted a child, because it's not just a singular choice, is it? It's between two people. So if you wanted a child, you can't physically have your own child. It'd be on your woman.
This is a perfect example of women always seeing the finish line and not actually seeing the race. What needs to happen for a child to be born?
The obvious.
Sex, right?
Sexual intercourse.
How does a man go about getting sex?
I don't know. You have a load of hosts. It's probably really easy.
Delusional. What's new? Let's talk about the race. Let's talk about the guy having to build his value up. Let's talk about the guy being useless at 18 years old versus a woman at 18 years old. Everyone's trying to fly her out. If she's hot enough, she has an Instagram profile. She's getting offers from dudes that are, $1 million, $2 million net worth, etc. As a man, you have to build yourself up to even be able to get sex. Women are just offered sex.
I don't think that's true, actually, because if you're a good-looking guy, like you said, there's plenty of women around that will happily have sex. If you're a good-looking guy,
we all know that it's not easy for guys to get laid.
It's easy to get some pussy. That dude, man, come on, man. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold on. But you have to understand, right?
Guys will be watching porn or subscribing to OnlyFans or all this other fuckery that we got going on with sex.
It's not harder for men to have sex. It might be harder for men to have sex with higher value women. But like you said, there's hoes everywhere. There's women of less value or less attractive than you that would happily sleep with you. So it's not harder.
And they pussy is good too. And they pussy might be better than your funk ass. Man,
mute your mic, PA. Come on, rock out.
What does it take to be a good-looking guy?
It depends. Everyone's idea of good looking differs, but most people find a lot of men attractive these days.
Okay.
Like the standards aren't very high.
I keep it simple. So for as a guy to be attractive, you have to be tall. Most women want a guy over 6 feet tall. Most men don't.
Most say this, but then when it actually comes down to it,
yeah, when it comes on to it, they have to settle.
And you ask them about their past, most men probably aren't over.
Well, you said good looking and casual sex. So if a woman's going to go ahead and have casual sex and good looking with a guy, she's typically going to want a guy that's like very, very attractive.
It depends how drunk she is. People get laughed into bed all the time.
The point I'm trying to make is that women typically want a guy. Who's better than them in every regard. So for a guy to get sex is very difficult. And then you're mentioning, oh, well, he could just be good looking. That's not easy for a man. You have to go to the gym. You have to build your body up. You have to dress well.
No.
Smell well. Then you have to also have game. Even if you're a good looking guy.
Also the same for a woman.
She's got no fucking idea, man.
He has absolutely zero idea.
Do you every good looking guy you talk
Yes, he don't. None of you motherfuckers.
I'm not talking about me. You said you surround yourself with hoes, and I'm saying if you do surround yourself with hoes, then sex is easily obtainable.
Good looks a lot of the times might get your foot in the door, but if you're not able to convey yourself in a certain way, have a certain tonality, have a certain confidence, speak in a certain way.
But do you not think that's the same with a woman?
No.
We still have to go to the gym.
No, we actually appreciate when you guys are quiet.
I've had enough.
I mean,
how we gonna do this is we're gonna do Gracie. I definitely know PA wants to get in there because this nigga just couldn't sit in his seat. And so Gracie, are you there? Are you there, twin? Okay now.
Yes, I'm here.
Looking so lovely tonight. Go ahead and rock out. Give us your take. PA, you're next, and then definitely M3 and down the line. Oh, hold on. So you want to go before Uncle Ferg?
No. Go ahead and shoot, yo.
Okay, bet. So boom, there we go right there. Rock out, Gracie, on what you got so far now. Real quick. Say what you want to say, but this is my opening bar question, and everybody's to answer this and then freestyle from there. Is a man's life harder? Be honest, Gracie.
Absolutely.
Okay,
a man's harder because a lot of the responsibilities and duties are put upon a man. This world was built on men. I'm not saying that women are not there too, but women would not be able to survive without men, but a man can survive without a woman. And that's the cockiness that women think that we can survive. No, we can't. Okay? We need our men. And because they've been raised all their lives, niggas ain't shit. We don't need a man. You can do it all by yourself. But let you get a flat tire on the highway. Yeah, some women were taught to change a flat tire, but most of them are going to do what? Call a man to come help them. You know, and we have to, as women, recognize that. Don't let me get into statistics about the careers that most men do and women won't do. Okay? Yes, there was a story about a lesbian that personified herself as a man, and she ended up deleting herself because she couldn't emotionally handle the trauma that she went through being disguised as a man, how she was treated.
I remember that story.
Young men have to provide. You have to protect. You have to build this world for us. Yes, a man's life is harder than a woman's. Okay? And men are there for us to make life easier for us. Life does not start with a woman. Life starts with a man from their loins. A woman cannot get pregnant unless a seed is dropped in her. Okay? Yes, we need each other. Yes, we both add value to each other's life. But who was made first? I mean, let's think about it this way. God, my man was made in God's image. God saw that man couldn't do it by himself, so he took one of his ribs and made us, and we're all their helpmates. Not no fucking boss chick, not no this and that, because all them degrees, big houses, and purses don't mean shit when you need protection and the covering of a man. And that is the cockiness that women have today. So when we go into martial law and this shit get into purge, I know I'm going to be well protected. But can some women say the same? Can some women say the same because they've dissed men all their lives because they say they don't need men? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I digress. My mic is muted. I know a lot of women ain't gonna like what I said, but you know what? You don't like it because there's a lot of
It's
truth
not
in
about
it.
that, Gracie. You said what you had to say.
I hear
And
you
ain't
guys.
nobody about to stop you from saying what you have to say. PA, it's on you.
And actually, that was well said. On a side note, Eve had one job and she failed that too. Anyways.
So, Grace, I mean, I hope all the best. Yeah. But like you heard that motherfucker say, did you hear that shit? Now,
He wild. He a wild dude, PA.
no. So no. Let's just keep this. So let's just kick this down to a whole different aspect of things that's going on. Like, let me tell you, man, I've dated the worst ladies on the planet. Look, I'm just keeping it a buck. You've seen one of them. You remember that, Smitty? I don't even want to
Yes,
speak.
bro. Yes.
Now, I had to get my rocks off, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I move forward with that. But people are like, "Oh yeah, we go sit there and speak on them as far as they gotta do this and they gotta do that." Man, look, man, if you a man who needs a woman to cook, clean, and do anything for you, you ain't a man, bro. You look, man. And I've been preaching this, and I'm gonna preach this to my own child, man. Like, oh, you gotta cook, you gotta clean, and you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Nah, man. Look, man. I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna give you some male attention for a female, right? And then after that, I'm done. As men, we need to sit there.
What does that mean, PA? I'm gonna give you some male attention. Like, what does that look like, Dad? Like, as Dad, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta ask that, PA. So I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna give you some male attention and/or female, and I'm gonna roll out.
You gonna clap them cheeks.
I'm gonna clap them cheeks, and then I might bring a lady with me if you on that gay shit. You know what I mean? And then I might bring
Got you. My G.
a female friend that'll go ahead and give you some what you know, because ladies like gay stuff, right? And ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna
hold on, wait a minute. Ladies like gay stuff.
Yeah,
What
man.
Oh God.
What I
Hey, shit. Okay. Apparently, ladies like gay stuff.
Yes, they do.
Go ahead.
I'll
My
bring
bad.
a
Go ahead.
lady, I'll bring myself, and then I'll sit there and give them some attention. And then after that, you know, they're gonna sit there and try to rub, you know, just try to be in a bed with somebody, man. These ladies are maniacs, bro. They're maniacs. They are maniacs. Trust me, I've been sitting here looking at it for many a day and many a month. So then after that, then they be like, well, I don't want none of that. I just want you. And
no puffy slander, chocolate. No puffy slander. Go ahead. Rock out, PA.
Oh, puffy slander.
You up next, them three.
Ooh, puffy slander. I gotta make a video about the medicine either here or there. But then ladies just want what they want, man. And And then they're gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I gotta cook and I gotta clean, and I gotta do this and I gotta do that." Man, do you know how easy it is to cook and clean, man? It's a dishwasher and it's a dishwasher sitting right there. You can load that bad boy up and push 2 buttons and you straight. Then on top of that, cooking is boiling. Boiling, anybody who don't know, is just putting something on the stove and turning a knob.
What?
Yeah. And then you could cook shrimp. Can you imagine that? Wow. How cool is that? Right?
Wait, does this relate to the question of does women have
No, I don't know where we went. I was just letting PA finish out. Miss Polly, salute, sis. I see you. Huh?
My bad. Does women have what? Let me Smitty, can you please ask me the question once again? Because I'm going to answer it right now.
Is a man's life harder?
Pass
Then
that shit.
who?
A woman's.
Pass that shit.
Okay, yeah. So let's so when you get pulled over, bitches, you do who you want to be, a man or a woman? Oh,
I want to be whoever license is in order. I want to be whoever licenses, insurance, and tags, lights, and all that shit is in order. That's what I want to be.
Yes.
I want to be who legit. The fuck? Women go to jail too.
A word. Okay. So a man's life is way harder. A man's life is way harder. You know why? When you get pulled over, ladies who's watching this shit, who would you rather? No. I don't want to hear that. Who would you rather get pulled? When you get pulled over, who would you want to be? A man with 4 men, or a lady with 4 women in the car? That's
What?
just
No. PA, no. Okay. Listen, we gonna go to Miss. Miss Polly gone down. Okay, M3, you are next. All right.
All right, I'll keep it short. A man's life is a lot more challenging than a woman's life. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And to even elaborate more, okay, women are born with value. There's pros and cons to this, okay? Because
Right.
in this shallow world of society, the prettier you are, the easier your life will be. But if you're an ugly woman, you're going to have a tough time. However, even if you're like a non-attractive woman, if you was like on social media, maybe you kind of fix yourself up just a little bit, add some little filters, you're gonna still have a bunch of like superficial men climb up to your DMs. You know what I mean? Whereas like a man, like, what are the odds of like having a lot of women come up to your DMs trying to holler at you, or yet alone trying to holler at you in the public if you ain't got your stuff together? You know what I mean? Like, you have to work on a lot of different components. Height you cannot control. But then, yes, at the same time, you have the people in the social media realm that will overlook you based off your height. And that's just like, I'm just speaking for the short people, right? I ain't one of them, but the other thing is that, like, okay, I hear the emphasis on like getting money. Yes, you want to be financially stable, but getting money is not the end all be all. You do have to work on your cosmetics. You got to groom yourself. You got to look good or whatever, and smell good and talk good at the same time. So if you could master all these different components as a man to build yourself up, then you'll have like at least a good chance to have a women to like, at least, somewhat give you like give you the opportunity for you to code approach. But you still got to put in more work and still got to approach most of them. They're not going to make it easy for you. And that's just the way it is.
These women want money because these women are part prostitutes.
Yeah, most of the time,
Yo,
a lot
wait,
of men
wait,
are.
wait. Oh, wait. You chatting
Yeah,
shit straight out the bat, man.
Hold
Yo,
on,
bro,
hold on. We're gonna keep
Hold
it
on.
in order, and we can go from there. Uncle Ferg, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Simon, chill out. Uncle Ferg and Simon, Sir Hector, you can say whatever you want. It sounds like you won one tonight.
Real stuff.
I know that. I know that sound when I hear it, nigga. I'm just waiting to hear a hiccup.
9, 8, 7. Y'all see the rules at the bottom. You see the ticker. I went over the rules in the beginning.
What are we going to? Come on, bro. We ain't got to be tight asses now, bro. Come on. We ain't got to do all that. Nobody arguing, bro.
Hold on. No. We will have order. I said the rules in the beginning. They see them at the ticker. If you violate the rules, you're out of here. That's it. I ain't talking no more. Uncle Ferg, you up, and then I'm going after that. And Simon and everybody.
Y'all niggas deal with him, bro. I ain't telling that nigga nothing. So y'all deal with him. Listen, go ahead, Uncle Ferg. It's on you, Simon. After that.
Can I say? I'm gonna say this first out of respect for my brother brother. And listen, I'm not cursing, but bro, you for the streets, man. You for the streets, bro. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you living your single life. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect. Just like I would respect a woman living her single life. However, a man's life is definitely more harder than a woman. It doesn't matter what race you are. If you're a white man and your ass don't work, you're gonna live in the trailer park pretty much all your life. Probably have the worst of everything, worst of luck. You're a brother, your shit gonna be 10 times harder. Because one, it's gonna start with your family. It's gonna start with, and please don't have no slow ass children. It's gonna start with your family. Then it's gonna start with your friends. Then it's gonna start with everybody else. Then it's gonna start with the women. Everybody's gonna start pushing you to the side. And eventually you'll be that dude that sleep in that cardboard box around the corner. So of course it happens. Then if you're even a man that has to work himself up, we gotta fucking work 25 years before we can even get to a place where we can start seeing life in a relaxed state. If you stay single and no children, about when you get to your late 30s, you'll start, if you're not blowing your money on bullshit, you'll start having a little money in your pocket. You'll be able to start getting things you need and a little better, get you a nicer car, get you a nicer place. That should happen. A woman, her ass, can come out of high school, she fit, she feminine.
Simon, sit still.
She can live a luxury life because somebody.
Why you telling me to sit still when this motherfucker is up here doing some stupid shit as well?
Who's doing stupid shit?
So
what are you doing, Simon?
This
Keep going,
illuminated motherfucker over here is doing some stupid shit.
She can take advantage of it. I mean, and I don't blame her if she has those superficial qualities on the outside. And most men, we don't even, like you said, we don't really care what's in your brain too much unless you start coming of age and telling us we ain't shit and we don't want you. Then yeah, but she can look pretty. She has the body. Guys will be in them DMs. Guys will be trying to fly you out, buy you a bag, everything you want just because you look pretty. But she may not have none of those other qualities at all. She may not be able to cook. She ain't giving good head. Her breath stink. Her feet stink. But she look good though. So you know it's difference, of course, and that's any race. You know, it's just for us, especially men. Hell yeah, black man. Oh, your ass gonna be at the bottom. You're gonna be at the bottom, and it's gonna be rough. Because when you remain poor over 40, well, I ain't gonna say that. If you decide that in your life that you like fuck the world, I'm gonna do what I want whenever I want, you're probably start having trouble with not just in the community, you're still having trouble with the law. Because they see you ain't doing shit. They need somebody to pick on. So don't be in this situation. That's all I got.
Okay.
We are going to Miss Ruby Doll next, and then we're going to Marcus after Soap says whatever he's about to say. Ruby, then Marcus.
Ruby not up here.
You mean Chocolate Earth? Chocolate Earth.
Yeah, Chocolate Earth.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. My bad, Chocolate. I can't see that.
Do look like Ruby.
It does, yo. I'm sorry. My bad, yo.
Let me say this. Let me say this, right? I think each person's experience is anecdotal, so I'm not going to say men or women have it harder because I never lived a woman's life and I don't know what women go through. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know entirely the things that they face. But each, there's some men who have an easy life and they don't, they have a silver spoon in their mouth and they're handed everything, and they're pampered or whatever else, right? We've seen that. We've gone to school with some people like that. We've seen them in the workforce. We've seen them in different places. So there's some men who actually don't have it hard, and they chilling because maybe their dad or their grandfather, whoever else, has made it easy for them to have such accomplishments or such a lifestyle. And we've seen women like that as well, right? So your experience is based on how you grew up with. But, outside of that also, each person has different amount of struggles. So each men and women have different struggles at times, you know what I'm saying? Or could have different struggles. So there are things that women may go through that men may never have to go through, and vice versa, right? So, yeah, women may not have the expectations that are put on them by society to, to, I guess, de facto lead, or, or to be a man, or to not cry or not show emotions, right? Or to always be strong and never, and never show any type of vulnerability, and always feel like they got to be the macho man, right? They always got to be on some bravado type stuff. They can't express nothing, right? Even if it matters, a man always just got to be a man and just, stand on the square at all times, and he can never ever have a moment where he shows any amount of weakness, right? So, we've seen that BS put out there and displayed. So yes, men sometimes can face that societal pressure, but women can face societal pressures too, because there are a lot of women who are being assaulted. They're being raped. They're being treated badly. Not just by just other men in society, but they can be treated badly by men in their own family, just to the fact that there are women, and they feel like and other people in their family feel they can take advantage of them. There's plenty of women who are put in arranged marriages and put in different things that they don't want to be a part of. But they're forced to do that because they're just women, and they're not looked at as people. So I think both can face different struggles. It just depends on how you grew up, where you grew up, and what's going on with you. But just to say, oh, women have it harder, men have it harder, and then kind of sit on this kind of manosphere bullshit rhetoric, makes no sense. Because at the end of the day, we can't speak for all men and we can't speak for all women, especially in America, because America is a huge melting pot. So you got people coming from each and everywhere around the country. Now, in your state,
I can speak for America.
Hold on. In your state, in your city, your country, you may be able to say, what is what, But outside of that, you can only speak for where you're at, not where anybody else is at, but where you're at, right? So if I'm in California, I can speak to how people move in Cali, but even then, I can't speak for every community in Cali because I'm not every race, I'm not every culture. And each race and culture is different, and they play by different rules. So I think if you live in different places or you've been around different places, you kind of understand and know that. So that is what it is. And please do not interrupt. Like I said, I already put the rules up. If I'm talking, don't interrupt me, man. Like, just please. Like, I'm really trying to be as civil and as chill as possible, because I'm not interrupting nobody. I let everybody speak. I haven't said anything. Just show me that same respect. I'm asking.
So
what's up?
Let's go ahead and let's get to the video, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm getting turned off from this shit, bro. For real. Go ahead and let's get to the video.
I am too.
So let's just get to the video, bro. I heard you. Everybody heard the rules, my nigga. Go ahead and let's get to the video.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna let Chocolate Earth go because I told we were gonna go next. Chocolate Earth, go ahead, sister, and then Simon, you can go after that, and then Marcus go after that. Go ahead, Chocolate.
Thank y'all for having me up here. I'm a pass on this one. So y'all got it.
Good shit, Chocolate. Good shit. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. So
it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm cool. I just don't really like when some people say some things about some things don't fucking understand. I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying I don't like it.
Okay, and I appreciate the apology, brother. I appreciate the apology. Thank you for coming back up and apologizing. I appreciate that. Much love. Marcus, it's on you.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to just point out, like, first of all, shout out to everybody, and hopefully everyone's doing all right. Aside from everything that's been happening, but I just like the fact that when we're talking about certain subjects like these kinds of things, like we understand, like we're not stupid, we're not naive, we don't have for the most part, I hope we don't have our heads up our asses, but there is a difference though, like, and especially in Western societies, it's a different thing, it's a different culture, especially when, you know, women are more pedestalized, catered to, and everything is more advertised to them, especially in these kind of markets. So, you know, it is true for the most part. I think most women in America, I'm not saying all, but most, get the luxury of having to maybe live a more abundant lifestyle and a more lifestyle that's different compared to a man. So I do think that men, for the most part, do have to show that grind. However, that makes us different because, you know, the few women that will respect it or understand it later, those are the real women, you know, and the ones that take it for granted, we know where they fall in what category, if you know what we're talking about. But, you know, yeah, I just, you know, that's just the truth. The numbers speak for itself as well, especially if you're the 80% consuming market too. So, yeah, and then the, you know, court systems and stuff like that also. But yeah, other than that, man, just I want to just continue the show. I know you guys are busy and you guys have a schedule, so I'm gonna just mute up. I'm done. Thank you again for having me.
Definitely. I'm gonna continue the video. Everybody stay on mute. Fair use. All right, let's get it.
But if we went on a first date and
Yeah.
I sat there and I was like, you're going to think, one, she's boring. Two, she's got no personality. Three, she's got zero substance. Now, as much as you say all you want is someone to look good and make sandwiches, realistically, you're going to get so bored of that if the person you're dating has no substance.
Well, most are boring in general. Imagine as a guy and, you know, hot girls want to fly you out and suck your and smash you just for you existing. Would you actually go to the gym and develop yourself? The answer is a profound fucking no. And the hottest especially are boring.
That's not also very true. I think it just depends on how you were raised and your upbringing and what you were surrounded with. He is wrong. I do not care. That is wrong. There's a lot of people that you wouldn't find attractive that are also boring. There's a lot of people in general.
But no one cares about ugly
very
girls.
boring.
No one cares about ugly girls. But what I'm saying is that hot girls a lot of times are boring because they've never had to develop themselves to become attractive. And they've gotten everything that they've ever wanted simply by being hot. So why?
I think it's a very small
Why do
minority
they need
of
to
people,
develop?
though.
Why didn't no one gives a shit about ugly girls? Just like no one cares about broke guys in front of 7-Eleven asking for money. You're invisible. Attractive women are common.
Yeah, of course they are.
They're
But
fairly common.
the attractive women that have had everything handed to them and never had to work and
That's true.
never had to build a personality, that's quite rare because a lot of people that I know that are attractive are very great people and they've had not everything handed to them. They've still grafted, they've still worked, and they've obtained a great personality.
Like women, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember that what women are interested in and what men are interested in are two different things.
He keeps saying about women don't like men unless they've got money, but I know girls out here that don't give a fuck about money.
The reason why I say women live life on easy mode is because they reserve the right to be useless if they want. But as a
I
man,
don't think so.
hold on, well, okay.
But go on.
How many
sorry.
useless do you know that are with rich guys? You probably know a bunch.
No, I
They're
don't.
stupid. They don't make any money. They don't do nothing.
I don't know any.
You don't know? Okay, well, in the real world, okay, there's very attractive women that have no skills,
Yeah.
right? That are with exceptional men, and they're able to do so because they're attractive. Now, with that said, I'm not knocking all women out there. Girls want to go to school and make money and be successful. That's cool. But the key is they don't have to. However, as a man, you cannot be a loser and get an exceptional woman.
But you can, especially in this generation where women want equality and women want to overpower a man. There's women out there that are doing really
Those
well.
relationships never
and
last.
fight- but
Those relationships
does-
never last.
Does it ever last vice versa?
Yeah.
Or does he
Men
want to?
rarely leave relationships.
Yeah, but they
It's the
do
girls
though
that
because
leave. Women leave, men don't. We know that 80% of divorces are initiated by women, and men rarely, if ever, leave women unless like they do some really vile shit. So Once again, a girl that doesn't understand how the real world works.
They don't leave the relationship. They just obtain other relationships during their relationship in order for the woman to leave.
Still in a relationship. They don't end it.
But is it really a relationship? Or some false pretenses now, isn't it?
Men almost always want other women. That's just how it goes.
Is that true though? Or do you
Yes.
think when you really love someone that you will just stay in a monogamous relationship?
Monogamy is a lie.
For who?
For men. The guys that sit there and say, I want to be monogamous. 9 out of 10 times they're lying. It's cope. They want to have other women. They just either A, are too scared to admit it, B, don't have the sexual market value to attract multiple women, or C, all the above.
Do you know what? You don't actually realize how men think until you start dating them and this intense with this whole grilling thing, and they're really open about that. They all just want to women all day long, no matter what relationship, no matter what, and they think it's absolutely fine. It's not fine, guys. It's fucking damaging. Stop listening to online people, because you know what the truth is. If they find a good woman, they're not going to fuck anyone else. Anyway, they're just damaged. Let them heal. Come back to them. Don't listen to them, because they're just going to damage you as well. I'm not saying that men aren't naturally going to want other women, because that's a very natural thing for men. I understand that. But you're going to break your relationship or risk your relationship in order to obtain another woman during
Why not tell her I'm going to have multiple girls? Why not be honest?
But then she might not stay.
Well, that's why most guys lie. But if your value's high enough, you tell her straight up, I'm going to have other women, and they accept it.
And this is why I always say, the more money you have, you think you can buy your way out of morality.
We always put morality in the female frame. Oh, it's immoral for you to have, multiple women. It's immoral for you to want to have other chicks. I could turn around and be like, well, it's immoral for you to want a guy that has money. It's immoral for you to want a guy that's 6 foot tall. It's immoral for you to want a guy that's better than you.
But it's natural though. That's
it's natural for me to want.
It's natural for you to want it,
To have
but
multiple women.
it's whether you're going to go and do that.
So hold on. So it's okay for you to want and actually take action on having a guy that's 6 foot tall, that makes money, that has status, that is attractive, that's charming, that's good looking. But it's immoral for me to enact on my natural want, which is multiple women.
Yes, because it's very different. And a woman and man, like you said, you're
Wait, hold on.
It's someone who's
let's
not
make this
fat.
even more fun. Hold on.
That's the
Let's make this
same
even more fun.
thing.
This is a perfect example of women thinking that their double standards are more important than yours. So, for example, they want to sit there and say, I want a guy that makes money and tall and successful and strong, etc. But if you want multiple women, it's a problem.
He is the epitome of delusional.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
very interested in the ladies on the panel.
Hold on. Did chocolate drop off already? Yes, she did. Okay. Grace, go ahead. Wait, is that her? Okay, so Grace and chocolate. Can chocolate get to speak yet? Then we'll go from there.
Well, what's the question for this part of the segment, or just speak on it?
What have you seen so far? Like, what do you think about what you've seen so far?
As far as this segment, I've come to realize that men are visual creatures. A lot of men weren't built to have just one woman. And as long as they keep it G about who they are and what they want, then I have mad respect for them. It's the ones that lie and say, oh, I love you, I'm going to be faithful, but then you have the side chicks and you have this and you have that. But if you tell me the truth, and I get it, a lot of men won't tell the truth because a lot of women can't handle the truth. We say we want the truth, but we really can't handle it. So that's why it's easier to lie, But I'm the type of chick, I'd rather you tell me, give me the options. I didn't dated a guy that told me he was dating multiple chicks. I said, that's fine. But when I call and I want my time, that's it. It's my time. And I don't worry about what he's doing with other people. There was an understanding. Now, does that understanding get blurred along the way because emotions get caught up and things change? Absolutely. But I think if people just keep it honest and really have those real conversations, we will have less fuckery going on. But everybody wants to portray a persona that they're really not, just to get what they want. And once they get it, then you see the real person. I mean, honestly, most and a lot of people gonna say that, oh, that's weak think mindset. But you gotta be honest with y'all. Yeah, men say they're gonna be faithful, but look at the divorce rate. Look at the infidelity. That only goes to prove that it's a fucking fantasy that we were sold as little girls, Walt Disney movies, happily ever after. You know, there are couples that do make it and along the way, but in the generation that we live in today, it's just I don't see it. I mean, do I hope to be in a good, healthy, faithful relationship? Absolutely. But if it doesn't happen, then my whole world is not going to fall apart. But women are delusional, thinking that all men can be faithful, and it's not the case. And the divorce and the infidelity situation is indicative that that's not the case. We can hope for the best and follow our vows, but you know, a lot of us humans fail at that. You know, I digress and my mic is muted.
Love you, Greg.
M3, go ahead, M3.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. A buck being 100%. Okay. A lot of us men, especially if you're already in a current relationship and you probably made your vows or whatever, and you know, fell into like you know, the monogamy trap. Okay. Not to say like, you know, me personally with any regrets, but I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of men, right, are not gonna openly admit, especially on this panel or on social media, because one, you know, we don't want to hurt no one's feelings. Two, we already know we're going to be heavily judged and criticized. And it's unfortunate, right, that most men will be afraid to speak the truth. So just allow me to do this for you guys, okay? Look, if polyamory or polygamy, however it's called, right, was a part of like the American culture, hell yes, okay, we're going to be like, you know, taking full advantage and be sleeping around and being married to multiple women. In the scriptures, in the Bible or whatever, for those who, you know, whatever, read their books or whatever, a lot of, if you go through the history, most high value men, which were like the kings and the rulers and emperors, they had multiple women, you know. Even Abraham had Sarah and a few other people. And at that time, you know, that was a thing to pretty much like multiply even further. You know, some were, you know, second wives. Some were not like the first best. But those women, they had to understand and accept that back in those times. Now, again, for people who don't believe, you don't have to, you know, whatever. That's just what it is. But to me, honestly, like, especially men who have a little bit of value, it takes a lot of strength to still remain monogamous, especially if you're having a lot of women throwing themselves at you, like Drake or Tyrese or whatever, you know. So, I mean, if you still stick around with the like American culture of marriage and stuff, like, you know, good for you. If you could toughen up and, you know, like hold on your own. But as Kevin Samuels will say, a man is only faithful based off his options. And I actually kind of believe him when he's saying that. Honestly, it's just that men could, well, the average man could easily say, nah, man, like I'm 100% down for monogamy. Because you don't really have any options at your disposal. You don't have no girls throwing their panties at you. Let's just be honest with that. So it's easy for anybody to say whatever they want to say to kind of sugarcoat and hide their true feelings and intentions are. But for most men, and I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not including myself or whatever, but I would just say like for men who did the polygamy life or whatever and still live to tell it, for some, that was pretty much like the best moments of their life. Now, am I gonna say like that's like, you know, did they have like any ups and downs or whatever? I'm for sure they probably did. Because there's always pros and cons to anything. But again, you know, it's based off your lifestyle. If you come at the person correct and say, hey, I enjoy this lifestyle, this is how I operate, and you're being honest with her and she shoots you down, then cool. At least you're not lying to her. But the problem is some men, right? Most men are going to lie to these women, tell them that they love them, and then they have a mistress to the side or all kinds of stuff because they wasn't being 100% at the start. And those are the ones I can't really respect, to be honest with you. So hopefully I clear that up, and I digress. I know I said a lot, but
Chocolate.
Good, bro. Chocolate, it's on you. After
Is
chocolate, Brother Payne, after chocolate, Brother Payne go, and everybody else go. We about to close soon, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna let everybody share one more time.
Hold up, man. I want to bring this up. He said the polygamy lifestyle is great, dude. I've had to deal with two ladies.
Hold on, brother P.A. Hold on.
Okay,
you'll get a chance to share, but hold on.
It's not what you think it is, man. It's
hold on. I got chocolate. I got RP.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, chocolate.
I think I'm more astonished. I think I'm in shock. I'm just listening. I guess I'm just not understanding the advice that's given in this. So, what characteristics is the nice guy and the high value guy? Is that the same person? Is that what do you guys consider yourselves that in that regard? That's why you are or are not with someone? Like, I guess I'm just confused on the labeling and but it has nothing behind it. Like, what are the steps? What are the traditions of that? What is it that we're trying to create when we say that, you know, women aren't marrying nice guys and that there are these high value men that are only looking for these type of women? And so I'm just like, okay, well, you guys as men, you talk this up, say your piece about it. What exactly is that descriptor? And would you even put yourself in that category? Y'all got it.
No. You gotta keep going with this one, baby.
There's a difference between a nice guy and a good guy.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. I know y'all heard exactly what I said, right? Right? Y'all can listen, right? Brother Payne is next. Go ahead.
Bro, we don't have to talk to adults like children, bro.
But I said
what the fuck are we doing, bro? Why you talking to adults like kids, my nigga? Why you talking to adults like kids, though, bro?
I could do what I want, Smitty.
All right, do that shit by yourself,
that's
nigga.
Law. Fuck out of here, man. Go ahead, Brother Payne.
Hey, listen. One of the things I have an issue with is when women talk about men cheating. It's all a projection. Women cheat as much or more than men ever do. So let's stop this narrative about men cheating. It's just bullshit. Stop. You know, women crave attention. Women have a sneaky link. They have a bunch of men in their orbits and all that shit. So, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about women, but stop talking about and gaslighting men about saying we cheat. Women cheat like a motherfucker. So stop it. Men in the West have already acquiesced that we're not getting virgins as wives. We're not getting virgins or chase women. We know this whole notion that we're insecure and all that is bullshit. We already understand that our women have had sex with other men, and we don't give a shit about that as long as you don't embarrass us, and as long as you ain't a porn star, as long as you ain't all that stupid shit. So let's stop trying to shame men about we cheat. You know, women
not
cheat.
only have they had sex.
Bro, let me.
I'm gonna be nutted in by other dudes. Nutted.
So let's just even the playing field there, okay? So let's move that. Let's move
How could
the
you
bar
even the
away
playing
from
field
that.
get nutted in? So
Okay,
y'all want
okay.
to
Let me-
some other dudes nut?
let me finish this. So that's number one. You know, so because I don't begrudge women for having their sexual desires and all that kind of stuff. But stop trying to shame men and that we're some kind of unicorns in terms of sex. Women, you guys control the sexual marketplace. We play in it. We just want to put the tip in and all that other kind of stuff.
Don't nobody believe that. I'm sorry. Don't nobody believe that part.
Every so often, y'all let us do it.
Just
Great.
one mic.
So let's move on. So the other point, and I'm almost lost the other point on this one, but that point was my main one. The other thing is, what was the other thing that we were talking about, intellectual down here? I just want to hit one thing on that. I can't really hit it.
No, it was just a video. We're just reacting to the video that was being shown.
I missed that video. But anyway, so if I have to land it there, I just think that, you know, I like Grace, I like everybody else, but we got to stop trying to make men some kind of villains when it comes to cheating, because women cheat like a fucking motherfucker, man. I'm sorry for my language, but it's just true. And so let's just be on equal footing on that. You give us grace, we give you grace, we move on. If we want to marry you, or if we want to wife you up, it's not because you guys are chaste. We're way past that. We're not even asking for virgins anymore. We just want you to be loyal. We want you to give us respect. We don't want you to be slutted out in front of all our peers and that kind of stuff. So if we can agree to that, we can have a good relationship. So I'll land it there.
Uncle Ferg, you next.
Oh man, if he was in his original country that he was born in, this wouldn't even be an issue. It's just part of what their country does, part of their culture. The fact that he's in America has different rules. Pretty much those rules was placed when they started freeing us long john melanated men. No way they was gonna let you run around with 3 or 4 women slanging and banging Becky. There's no fucking way. So they put the rules in, but it really goes against our true nature. If we had a choice and the world was just unruled, then shit, most men would have 4 or 5 different chicks they be banging. Most females would understand that he got other females, just part of who he is. However, with the rules and laws in America, it's a trap in itself.
Hey, Trey Ferg, give me 1 minute. 1 second. Trey Ferg, I live Isaiah 4, chapter 1. Anybody just write that down, look it up on your own. Go ahead, Trey. Thank you.
So, you know, listen, I mean, he's right because he's speaking from a different, he wasn't born in America. In America, we don't get that privilege. And it's just what it is. And like Brother Payne said, you know how they say women mature sooner than men? Yeah, because when they're younger, they start coming to that sexual maturity. That's all it is. Because they still act like kids. The behavior is kiddish, but their body yearning. That's why it's so easy for a guy who's 16, when he start coming to his sexual maturity, to get with a girl at 16, 17 years old. They've been waiting on him. So, you know, it's just part of the rules that you got to play by. You know, if you're going to live that lifestyle, of course, this whole high value thing is just coming into play in the last 5, 10 years. We all walk around here average fucking earners for the most part. And the numbers ain't gonna change. It's still only gonna be about 10% of brothers making over 100,000 stacks. That's it. If you ain't creating nothing that could benefit society, your ass go just deal with black folk who always want the deal, who always want the discount. And if you're a brother and you ain't got nothing benefiting women, they ain't gonna buy your product. And brothers already gonna cut you short. So you just gotta choose, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have different women, be honest up front with the women that you find attractive and you want to be in your circle. Protect yourself at all times. Don't be spreading disease. Don't be making nobody, pregnant. And, just live that life. When you're ready to settle down, you're going to have to make a deal just like the women going to have to make a deal. You ain't better keep up with that shit at 50 years old. It ain't going to happen unless you're taking the pill, but then you fucking might have a heart attack. Then somebody gonna get all your money anyway. So make a choice, man. You know, don't live the next 25 years crying about whether somebody is gonna be high value or submissive or none of that shit. Go live your life. Go live the world. Come back and tell me your stories after you done been around the world and see all the women around the world. You could be looking at American women like, I've been settling for this shit all my life. These beautiful sisters, melanated, carbonated, whatever color complexion you want. They out there looking for a brother that's looking to change his life. So choose your weapon, fellas. I agree.
With that being said, y'all, we are closing. It is time to close. All right. I appreciate everybody for coming up. Okay, we will do this again next week. All right. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Salute to everybody for coming through. With that being said, y'all, we are out. Peace, y'all.
Peace.